Rudolph. So we've been know each other for like 5 years,
Yes,
6 years, 6 years, right?
almost.
So and your name is always like being heard so many places. And also congratulations to and everyone on the line. You have such a great leader like Rudolph. You are the number one, Rudolph. You are the number one base shot recruit for 2021-2022 champion team, and also last 12 months, and also you are top 15, top 13 of the company and base shop recruit. So you have a 500 and 600. Is that right?
Yes, 600.
So that is really amazing. So I've been and worked so hard since the day I joined in 2007, and always fighting and to be like a front line. So and our recruiting number and is never can be like you. So my last 12 months, my base recruit less than 120. So really need to learn from you guys. You guys are amazing. So it's a majority of you guys are part-time. So then you still squeeze your time and arrange it and to spend the next 1 hour and with everyone together. So and I know you are running your CEO this month, right?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And I really like Monty House saying, and we always run together, and but we may not reach it, but we never miss it. We never miss our goal. So and I believe you guys can finish it definitely. So and we know that during the running season, and with your recruiting number is really high, right? So and you guys need more points, do you? Rudolph?
Yes.
So and I want to use the next hour to share with everyone, and what is the we can say the solution product and for the industry, not just for Transamerica, for the industry. So and I believe every one of us already know, which is IUL, and also and everyone assume is licensed. So today I will share with everyone from different angle. So and everything and from the company's website. So I don't have much slide, and unless the last few slides I closing. So and I will share with everyone my background after I finish sharing the IUL. Is that okay, Rudolph?
Yes.
So and if you do not evaluate me based on my background, so then just evaluate whatever I talk, and it hopefully is really useful to you guys is running to everybody's promotion. And I believe you guys are fighting for the Hawaii also, right? Rudolph?
Yes.
Right. So and I will share with everyone. So I don't have much slide, but it's very important. You guys can see?
Yes.
Okay. So and as we know, and we are a Transamerica. Transamerica is our company. So and I want to share about the resource perspective related to the insurance and from Transamerica, and then I will share Nationwide, then Pacific Life. This is the three major company. So I will share with you. It really depends on you and which company you use. No matter which company, it's all good program, all good company. It's just based on your market and your clients' need. So then you can just provide in any of the companies in the universal life. So if you log into our Transamerica, if you look at the resource tab from from the resource tab, so that you can look at the resource. It's from the resource or. So that you can see from the TLC video library, you can have a lot of short videos related to the company and also the product. And you can see like so many different materials, agent material, consumer material, and product material, and all this and related to Index Universal Life. So that you can see so many different places and definitely talk about estate planning. As we know, Rudolph, so Transamerica, as we know, so then they really, this website is, it is really about FFIUL. So then Transamerica's major product is FFIUL. That's we all know, right? We used to have a VOL, no more VOL. That's, you guys know that, right, Rudolph?
Yes.
Right, so we only have IOL, right? So, and not like other companies, they have so many different products. And then Transamerica, we focus on is really an Index Universal Life. So if from here you can see an index, how much the Index Universal Life can do. Let's say income replacement. So a lot of people will say, that is life insurance where we talk about income. It's life insurance where we talk about estate planning. So that's then, and it's life insurance where we have the business solution here. So then from here you can see the feature of Index Universal Life. It's not just life insurance. It's much beyond the life insurance. So, and also, and after I talk, and I really recommend everybody come here to take a look at it. So if you could go to the insurance basic, so they talk about all types of insurance, all types of them, and definitely we focus on Index Universal Life. So, and I really wanted to come to this tag. Oh, I'm sorry, need to log on again. So they talk about why we need the life insurance. So the life insurance, and do you have children? Are you in debt? Do you own a home? Do you own a business? So, and a lot of us already know why we need the life insurance. So, and we are all responsible parents or either responsible children, right? So we already know, and from here, and what determine our life insurance need, then you can see so many and things talk about we can replace income, college cost for the children, values of our service at home, final expense, definitely mortgage, and employer provided death benefit. So that is so many reasons. And I really wanted to come to the next one is common use of life insurance. So this is a really a great, I will make it bigger. So then we talk about the insurance for Transamerica. They have a term, they have a VOL, and even they do not focus, but we still have existing then the all the policies here, right? From here, so that we can see the term have all this insurance, pure insurance need. Beyond this, then we have estate tax. So that is the tax related. Supplemental retirement income. So that is a talk about, we use the IOL and to do the retirement income and provide access to cash value as needed. And cash value, we talk about a majority of our cash value, Rudolph, where do we put? Bank? Is that right? Yes. Majority of the people.
Yes, majority of the bank.
I put into the bank, but nowadays the bank will not give us much interest, right? So yes. Then we can put into Index Universal Life. And also from the business perspective, they have a buy and sell agreement. So then for the commercial. And also I like this one says, fund non-qualified deferral compensation arrangement. So that is so that the last two is for the business. So and this is for the individual that you can see beyond life insurance. So we can do so much stuff here. That is a very good a table, and I really recommend everybody come here to take a look at it, and then spend few minutes very quickly ask ourselves. So let's say, do we really utilize all these features? Do we really spend some time to look at all these features? Does our family need this? Do we need cash value? And if needed, do we need retirement income as needed in here, right? And also it says value of financial professional, definitely. And we always say, then World Financial Group, we provide the learning curve. We always have a field training. We always have we always introduce our leaders, our field trainers, so and to the people, to the family. So we are definitely from the professional perspective, we are professional. So that is what I want to share from the Transamerica website. So you can see the importance of the index universal life or is the life insurance beyond the protection. So any questions? Anybody here? So if you don't, I will move to the next company.
Okay,
Without your question-
Ding, can you explain a little bit the fund buy sale agreement?
Oh, the fund buy and sell agreement. So that's the agreed question. So and I will just share with you very quickly. So if let's say you and I, we have a company, 50-50 ownership. You have 50%, I have 50%. So then if anyone happened, so then how do we really continue with the company's ownership, and how can we replace the loss of one of the owner, so that we can use life insurance to do that. We can use the universal to do that. So if you want to know more, you can talk to SMD, talk to Udao. So if needed, so we can Zoom together. I can give you more detail. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Yes.
And a little bit also the fund non-qualified deferred compensation.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. We can talk more detail. Okay. And
So who would be the beneficiary of that buy and sell? Each of the partner will be the beneficiary?
Yes, no, depends. That is why we talk about agreement. As long as you guys agree each other. Yeah. So that is very useful tool also, commercial perspective. Yeah. Okay. So that is from this website. This is all the AAA company, like a top 500 company in United States, right? Or either Fortune company for the global wise for the econ, right? So they put all this information here. So we really need to evaluate how do we really utilize. So then this is much beyond what we understand about the life insurance. Kind of like the cell phone, much beyond the cell phone we can understand. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, cell phone just make the phone call. But maybe 20 years ago, majority of the life insurance, just life insurance, permanent or temporary. But nowadays, things change, it's different. So let's explore more, benefit more. That's very important. If we explore, we benefit, then we can help so many people around us to benefit. So that's what I want to share. And for the Transamerica. So much we can look from the website. It just really, you see, I really like the title, Common Use of Life Insurance. It's common use. It's not what we think what can be used. Right? So that is very important. So next one I want to share for the nationwide. So no matter which company, they are all great company. They are all great company. It's just from different angle, and we learn the wide and usage for the index universal life or either permanent life insurance. So that definitely I needed to log in. Sorry, a little bit slow.
No problem.
Yeah. Oops. That's what the nationwide recently happened because they have so much client based on the long-term care law change for the state of Washington. So it's always giving me wait. Oh, sorry, I will wait. I need to choose wait. So which is a good thing? Which is a good thing? Which is maybe I can let me use different way to do it. And I'm afraid of the website is slow. So I did download some of the useful information. You can see I did it this morning. You see that?
Yes.
I downloaded. So you can see it's a tax efficiency retirement planning white paper. What's a white paper means? So I used to work for Motorola, right? So once a while we have some based on the regulation change, so that we will have some different release going out. It will take a long time. But the white paper, that's the most important change, or is the most important thing happened. So that we just use the white paper, and to let more people know before, and it's officially from the higher level or in the government or something. So that is the white paper. So, and you can see like a efficiency retirement planning worksheet. This is all related to how do we utilize index universal life and from nationwide, or either variable universal life from nationwide, to do our retirement planning and with the tax efficiency. So that is very important. So I have so many stuff from you see buy and sell agreement, and it's also nationwide has it. So I utilized this one last year, help a few companies, right? So then you can see from different company, so then they all talk about the common use and for the life insurance. So that is, and also a lot of them related to the tax. So as we all already know, right? Because the website is kind of very, very slow. So, and I will not maybe show you guys too much, but you already know. You can, let me see if I can. Oh, cool, good. So then you can just log in. Majority of my password is my goal, Udolph. You can guess my password. So so, and all this, invalid username is valid.
I think it's already hacked.
Oh, somebody do it? Don't do it now. After I finish, you do it, okay?
You wanted that.
I think it's okay. Maybe I typed it wrong.
It's coming.
Probably your goal is change the higher level and then doesn't match.
He's good.
I really like your hat and your background. Are you in Texas?
I am in New York.
Oh, then you have that's not a cowboy one, right?
Cowboy hat.
It's a,
the hat make you so handsome. You look
thank
so
you,
We have
thank you.
We have a cowboy assembly, but he's not showing coming today.
I'll give you extra street in Las Vegas.
So, and after we log in, you can see from the product perspective. So then you can see just go to the life insurance session. From the life insurance, you can, I am in life insurance, right? So you can see the nationwide, this is the major product we are doing. And also tax conversions and also enhance all this stuff. So you can just, they have more like you can see here, life insurance. On the bottom from the life insurance, you have the option, see all life insurance solutions. When we say, Roger, you know, when you hear solution, what the solution means?
Solution means the answers.
Answer, solution means it's not really that, it's just a simple product and not a simple usage, maybe more. It's a more functionality. So, and we always say IUL is a solution product. Whatever that we are doing, we provide a solution package to the family. Why we talk about the solution package? So it can be used as insurance to protect our value, and can be used as a education fund and to help our kids go to the desired college, and can use as our retirement, and can use as we pass on. So that's what we say, solution, no matter which stage. And this program and always can show the need to us. That's what, so then we can see and compare all these different policies. So, and I really highly recommend everybody go to here to take a look at, so that you will, and you will be able to download, so then, and all this. And I really like, and this is a new one actually, the survey, but I already downloaded. I just downloaded like an hour ago. So then from the all kinds of survey result, so we can learn something. We can be proud of ourselves. What are we really doing to the family? So then they use they just finished the survey last year during the pandemic, the middle of the pandemic. So many different, so and make us realize, and what we do is really help the family, and we provide a solution to the family. It's so many different areas of survey, and I recommend you guys to take a look at it. So that is so important, and make everybody to understand what we can do to the family. It's much beyond a life insurance agent, Roger. It's much beyond what we're doing. It's much beyond. It's kind of like the cell phone. It's much beyond just make phone calls. But I believe a lot of us use the cell phone to dial in today. So it's not a cell phone anymore. It's really a small and computer. It's really convenient. So that is about the nationwide, because nationwide website is kind of very, very slow. Take a while to get it to the next page. So I believe you can go ahead and take a look at from the bottom to our solution. Look at the life insurance side. So, and I since Woodolph since last year, and I use the PPT or either PDF from each company to do the presentation. It's really really powerful also. So we don't need it to spend so much time to come to our own PPT. So yes, you can. So if you wanted to, but if you don't want to, then it's not necessary to spend the time. So that is, and I really wanted to talk more about Pacific Life. Don't worry about it. You do it or not do it. Every company is good. I use Pacific Life to talk more because they have more resource in their website to demonstrate the powerful usage of Index Universal Life. So they just show more to us about their presentation. So I think I need to, oh, I'm still in. So, and when we log into the Pacific Life website, so let me make it bigger. When we log into the website, then you can see, so they have resource center, advanced sale ideas, product information, and funds and performance. So they have so much. So normally where I go to resource center. From the resource center, so then you can see you can see they have from the resource center, you click the presentation. So they have so many stuff. So for us, we really wanted to know more through the presentation, right? If we click the presentation, so then you can see, and they diversify, you see the life insurance product. So they have understanding your client, and that's their index universal life. So, and you see the missing asset strategy, and they have the PowerPoint, they have the PDF. So you don't need to do them, their product, but you can utilize this slide to understand better about index universal life. You still do whatever you normally do, your SMD recommend you do. So that's the duplication. That's the system of our company. Then how can we duplicate, right? So this is, and also they talk about so many missing asset strategies through VOL, and introduce all this, and also increase your awareness. So, and before we hit retirement, and they also talk about age 49 and rules change. So then that is the from the you can see the life insurance product. If you go down more, so they talk about their term insurance and the sales strategy. You can see it's when the legacy is land. This is also this all talk about utilize insurance to do more, and what we need, just more than the protection. So, your mind, blended family, tax efficiency, retirement, you can see they also have a current use only. So many is a split funded defined benefit plan. That is for the commercial, for the business perspective, and also multi-generation planning use life insurance. Multi-generation, that means estate planning. It's not just for the insurance, right? So it's so much stuff. It's a common sense to buy and own a life insurance. I believe everybody can learn what we know right now beyond what we know. There's so much stuff here, so that you can see from the resource perspective, it's much beyond life insurance. So, and any questions so far? Roger, do you have questions?
No. Thank you.
Have you ever been here before?
No, I would not. I didn't explore that. I'm glad you shared this one.
Yeah.
I was not thinking that I can get that much from here. Now I know. No, I'm gonna go after this and to dig more.
Yeah. But here is just about the knowledge. But how do we convert the knowledge into powerful usage and through field training? That's very important. So if we prepare ourselves better from the trainee perspective, right? So, and when we go out with the trainer, then we will understand better. So that I just want to share so much resource we can use, and also, and it may blow up our mind. Oh my God, I think the life insurance, I just need a $250,000, $500,000, or either 200K, or either 2 million. I don't need much. I don't need that much life insurance. But if we know more, it's much beyond life insurance. So then, and we will definitely benefit more, then we share more, then we help more family. So then that means then the community or society, the world will become better because of us. So that is very important. And also, I already, because the download is kind of very slow, I also downloaded a lot of information. I really wanted to use some of the PPT here to share with everyone. So let's see. So let's say if we use the like tax efficient retirement planning for the current use only. I say I downloaded it before. I don't need to re-download it anymore. So I use this all the time. So they talk about, so then you can put your name here and then show to your client. So then they talk about, and then the retirement shortfall. They use the example. So then the solution, what is the solution? The solution is in the universal life. It's a tax-free basket. So there's so many examples. So if we don't, for our retirement, if we only have then first bucket and tax deferred one. So and what we will get, how much money in our pocket. So and if we diversify into different, so what is going to be? So if we like put more inside the right basket, and what's going to be? It's really, really different. You can see scenario 1 and scenario 2. Scenario 2 is 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. Very, very diversified. We always say we are looking for diversification and for the family. We provide the diversification and we do not put all the eggs in one basket. So that is really important. If we only put a switch 1/3 to the right, so then the tax, effective tax rate will from 31% drop to 14%. Everybody already realize the tax rate going to be skyrocket later on. You think so, Raja? You are in New York, right? Good luck on you for the state tax, right?
Thank you, Amy. Yes, let's see. The more you learn, the more better strategy you make it.
Right. So it's really important for us to understand. So that when the market goes down, and what happened? IUL is not just for the tax efficiency and also stable growth. So then we already know that stably growing is really, really important and for the volatility market, right? So it's especially nowadays, you can see up and down, up and down. I believe so many people is already scared. And I really like that one is you make it, you bake it, you take it. You bake it, that means, what this means, give some time. You know, a lot of people say, oh my God, the life insurance, especially Intact Universal Life or in the Variable Universal Life, the early stage is kind of like expensive. That's what a lot of people's comments. But in the long run, you will see the beauty. And also, and we cannot expect, we put the money here, that it's very quickly, I'm going to use it. It's kind of like we bake stuff. What we call bakery. Bakery is different than cooking, right? Take a little bit longer time to bake. But when you eat it, it tastes different. So then in that universal life, we really needed to be patient. We put it there, unless it's emergency, that we do not easily take it out. So, and as a cash value that we use as emergency. So if you give it longer time to bake, so that you will taste better. So I really like the concept. So then make it, bake it, and take it. So it's really, really and important. How long we will bake it, how long we needed to bake and before the distribution if we use as retirement. So it's really useful. And also, and I want to use this one. This will be my last PPT sharing. And after that, I will switch it to my own story. So you can see this is a Pacific Life. They talk about, let's see, potential retirement planning risk, insufficient retirement, uncertainty tax environment, and volatility on the market, and also the fees on the future income. So then when we talk about the fees, so are we glad we pay the fees at the front for the Index Universal Life? Then we get the huge harvest later on. So then when we, and I came from a countryside and small village. So and I know, and we use a small, like a seed, the seed you put in, so that later on you will have a harvest. So now, Roger, I want to ask you, do you want to pay the tax? And when you have a relatively small seed, or you want to pay tax when you have a huge harvest?
I want to pay in advance with a small amount.
Yes.
I mean, in the seed.
Yeah, thank you. That's exactly the design of Index Universal Life. We pay at the front and with a small portion, then the harvest is our own. It's nobody share with us. And I recently, I always use the saying, so and then 401k or IRA, and we are not the only owner. Who is the co-owner, Roger? Who is our co-owner? You work for the big company, Roger, right? So, and for your 401k, are you the only owner?
No, my company is the owner. I have no control over it.
Yeah. So, I mean, not really. The Uncle Sam is a co-owner for our retirement money. And he decide how much money, and he take the share. It's not 100% is ours, and he take control. Right, so it's really important. We have sole owner, and which is the only owner is ourselves later on, right? So it's really important. I really like the four items or the important key things here they talk about. So and I will share with you. But there's so much what just you guys can download. So if you cannot, and I can email you guys, that's fine, no problem. So let's see. I'm sorry, it's kind of slow.
That's okay.
Okay. It says use as a supplemental strategy. A supplemental strategy. So what we can supplemental for our kids' education, for our retirement, for so much we can do. So in here they have very good, like I say, and you see the tax characteristics of various assets. It's kind of like a Transamerica. Transamerica gave us the different features about term insurance, IUL and VUL. In here, they put a like traditional IRA, Roth IRA, qualified plan, CDs, mutual fund, municipal bond, individual owned deferred annuity. They put the on distribution and contribution, accumulation, and so then the distribution withdraw and death benefit proceed. This is a very good table, so then we can take a look at ourselves first. And do we really utilize all this benefit for our own family? Did we use it? That's really, really important. So, and whatever they show here, they can use an illustration to do the analysis. I know a lot of us, and I believe we are engineers, we are scientists, and we are highly educated individuals. So, and we are very rational, very logical. So, you're very emotional, you're a passionate talker. So, and I don't think I can believe you. You don't need to believe me. You don't need to believe Roger. You don't need to believe Udao. You can just believe your own learning curve. You believe yourself. Then throughout this way, WFG is educational platform. It's a great platform. Not so many companies willing to educate each individual like Transamerica World Financial Group do, right? So then in here, so then it's a little bit better with all the pictures, right? So we can see and how can we utilize the cash value? How can we use the cash value? So and to accumulate and for our own cash value use or either for the retirement. So that's how Index Universal Life and works. So and I believe a lot of us see so many similar pictures from a different presenter, right? So and also the thing I like is here when they have a picture, they always explain. So that means when we prepare for our presentation, so then we can just memorize it, become our language. So it's really important, and also it's a long. Okay, I just want to show everybody the illustration. Okay, now it's here. Okay, impact of fees. They show us their fee structure. Like early days, the fees 30%, 5%, and like reduced to 1%. The compare with our cash value. So oops. So and later on, so become to 0.16, 0.18. So you see the fee, the relatively the charge. So it's not that high as we think later on. Early days you pay a small portion. Later on you get all your harvest. It's very straightforward for the fees. So how do they handle it, right? So and this is all their fees. So. And next about the usage. So that they compare the financial alternative. Like a lot of people compare, right? Why should I put money in the life insurance? So I just use it and buy a life insurance, invest different. I will invest my money into mutual fund. I will invest my money into a lot of people buy like a municipal bond and for some tax benefit, right? So that we can utilize to compare. So let's say here, because of AG 49 rule, and we only can illustrate 5.18%. And for the IOL performance, if we choose that in the SP 500, but we use like 6% for the mutual fund return, higher than this one. So and also then some other tools, so we can use like also 6%. After we run the illustration, so they talk about all this very detailed, very good PPT slide here. I highly recommend you guys to spend some time, take a look at it. Or make it bigger. Sorry. Is it better? So they compare. So that is the Index Universal IOL with a 5.18% return, very relatively low with the illustration. So this mutual fund and others, we use 6%. It's higher than the IOL illustration. So that we can see later on, when we take the income, then from the IOL, we can take all the incomes. So then, and they take equivalent for the income for the others. So, and when later on, so you can, and when 77 years old, And for the mutual fund and others is gone, no more. So, and for the IUL, even with 5.18%, then we still can use this cash value as a retirement up to 85 years old, and we still have some death benefit left. You see that? That's why it's like that. The power of, number one, the fee is the front. And the number two, the tax. This is tax-free. There's no tax. Definitely they have the assumption that the federal tax is 25%, which is not high. A lot of us, the tax rate much higher than they put it here, right? So then from here, and we can logically thinking, what's my understanding to the index universal life or either to the permanent life insurance right now. After that, and then we spend some time with our trainer, with our spouse, and to look at our family and definitely your own family, and where's your money stay? Right? Should we increase? And should we have more coverage, and from the insurance perspective and from investment perspective, more control to our money and less tax we will pay, right? So, and easy to pass to next generation if needed. That's very, very important. So the comparison, you can write illustration by yourself to compare. It's very, I just use this to show everyone about the concept. So that the life insurance, you can see and how much we get, the mutual fund and all the others, they use the 31% of the tax rate, 25% federal, 5% state, which is not that high. If you use mine, so it's more than 40%, right? So, and or definitely the mutual fund has much lower. So that is all very rational and showing. And we always say the IUL is not just the insurance from the emotional perspective. It's really investment tool and with science of the evidence. It is from the science perspective to look at. So it's with the science of all the evidence, of all the truth, of the data of the science. So that is very important. I want everybody to understand, because for me, and I started, and so that you can see all this, right? So now I will use the next 5 minutes to talk about how my family utilize this and where I came from. Okay. Anyway, by the way, so far, do we have any questions for these 3 companies? Any question? Any comments? No? No?
A lot of information, Yami, a lot of information. All we have to just go in there and kind of browse them around and show us, like, thank you so much for showing us like how to do it and all that. We have to dig it out more and find more information on it too. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure. So it's we are all champion team family. We are all a WFG family, and also, I really learned so much from you guys. And you guys did such a great job in the New Year kickoff. So, and thank you, Wu Dao, for giving me the opportunity to share with you guys. And I want to share with you about my own family. Don't take it too personal. This is just the way my understanding to my family need, and also and how what's the IUL importance to my family. I just did this slide and this morning. So share with you guys where I came from. So I came from China, definitely, from a small village, and with it's a countryside, and with 7 siblings. So, and my daddy passed away when I was 9 years old. So I'm number 3. This is me. So I have two older sisters. They are all, I'm sorry, farmers, and farmers. So they are all farmers. If I do not go to the college, I will become a farmer also, right? So that's me. And I am the only one graduated from elementary school. Don't even think about the rest. Elementary school. I graduated from elementary, go to high school, go to college, go to graduate school, become a teacher in a very famous university, came to United States because of my husband. I really appreciate my husband and brought me to United States. I got a different master degrees and work at Motorola as a senior project manager. I always have the fighting spirit. I always think I am the person lucky enough went to the college. So, and I should take the responsibility and to fight for my family, So, and always never ever forget where I came from. I used to begging for food after my daddy passed away. So, and from a little girl begging for food and to be today to have the 1 hour moment with you guys. And I feel so thankful, so appreciate. So, and that's, and Wudao, I believe this is the 2019
19.
or 18. I think 2019 or 18, I forgot. Yeah. So then the WFG gave me the opportunity. And definitely, but at the same time, I grabbed the opportunity. WFG gave everybody equal opportunity. It really depends, do we really grab it or not? So, and since I joined WFG in 2007 as a part-time, I became full-time in 2010, but every year I never ever miss big event. The Elite Circle, Super Saturday, and New Year Kick-Off, and all the retreat, and all the convention. So I never ever miss, but I believe everybody on the line, so you never ever miss also. So one day it will be your turn. So WFG is a great opportunity, give everybody a turn and to be to achieve what you want. So, and I always bring my family and to the convention. Why? Because I love my family. I fight every minute for my family. I want them to be with me. I want them to know and what I am doing. So now from the little until and they grow up. And my son studied financial planning major. So not so many school has a financial planning major because of me and my husband, and then leading our kid and to the, but I cannot say to the right track, at least they understand what we're doing. So that is, we always as a family, and we go together and we go to the stage together. So, and I really, and also, and I want to show, this is a part of my life insurance, part of.
Wow.
Part of. You can see, this is Transamerica early days, old days. So this is a new, later on, this is a red, is our Transamerica. This is our Nationwide. This is our Pacific Life. Different companies, different. So then now you can see, I am diversifying the life insurance into different companies. You can see here, this is annuities. This is different companies' annuities. So it's really, really a lot. You can see this is the Alliance, right? So, and I wanted to really show some very specific. The Transamerica, that's just myself. I do not show for my husband and for the kid. So that is for myself. Don't take a picture. I have my personal information here, okay? So I have a 6 million. You can see my first one, I started from 2007, I believe. 2008, 2007.
2008.
Yeah, 2007, 2008, 2011, and 15, 16, and 17. Whatever the new product come out, I will benefit. I never ever surrender any of my old policies. They all have a different function from different perspective. I already paid for my fees early days. It's my harvest time. I don't switch to the new program, right? So then you can see, and then I'm sorry. This is the nationwide. This is my personal nationwide policy. I have 6 million nationwide. So this is some of my Pacific Life. You can see the 9 million. This is 2 names, me and my husband. So this joint, that's for estate planning, pass to the next generation. How do we utilize this? So but this is for my individual. And by the way, this is I screenshot this earlier. So last year, I got another 1 million to myself and with Pacific Life. So I have 4 million personal with Pacific Life right now. So and plus, and I have 10 million joint. So then whatever I have, my husband has. So that is very, very important. I want to share with you my first Index Universal Life. My 2007 one is VOL. It's not IUL. So then I bought it in 2008. I totally put $84,000. Taking me like 7 years. And first year, 6,000. I don't have that much money, but I believe in WFG business, I will make enough money to pay my premium. So then I paid up to guideline single. So then yes, you can see 6,500, 6,000. I don't have money, which is okay, right? So but I can pay a little at the beginning and pay off the cost. You know, the cost really related to the age. Per thousand cost related to the age. And then the rate, and the younger the better, I believe, is related to the cost related to the rating, related to the age. So then the earlier the better. So that you can just utilize the new law 7702, so you can put more money later on. So then you can just do as early as possible. Then you pay less per thousand charge. The younger, the cheaper for the per thousand charge. So then later on, so then I paid off in 2007, which is in 7th year, that's which is 2015. I got my $1 million ring in 2015. That year and early days, a lot of my policy I paid up to guideline single. I can say I always say I paid off, right? I paid up to guideline single. So then what's right now? So that is right now it's almost 130. So I did it. I think the screenshot is earlier, 2 years ago, I believe. So right now it's around like $130,000. So this is my cash. You see the cash value. So Roger, let me ask you, are you willing to put this 120K into the bank? Or are you willing to put it here?
No way to the bank, you mean? You are blowing my mind now. I cannot believe that much policy anybody has. I never saw that much policy.
You never think about it, right? So I never think about it either if I do not have the opportunity to associate with all the leaders. The association is everything, right? So, and also you can always loan it and also withdraw it. Very convenient. No tax consequence. So if you utilize the loan, first 10 years you loan it, but the interest rate only like 0.7, 0.9%, and the Allianz 0.25%. 0.25%, that's nothing yearly interest. If it's first 10 years since the policy started, but if after 10 years, it will be zero. We call wash loan. So it's really, really important. We understand. So my 2007, 2008, 2011, 2015, I already paid up to guideline single. So and I'm still working, but like Rudolph introduced me, so I will become a $2 million earner pretty soon, right, Rudolph?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. We want to see that.
So that is really important how much we can do with our life insurance. So then that is, I know a lot of people do investment properties. So I treat this as investment property. I put $84,000, taking me 7 years, put $84,000. But right now it's my harvest. So you can see the cost 53. Right now it's about $49 because 2 years later, right? So it's $50 per month, the cost. Per year, how much? Around $600. The $600, so you can see my gain, the interest, the non-convert. This is excess interest. Then you have another 1%, not show here. So then it's about $1,000. You plus 1% is $1,000. So, and here is 800. Here is more than $1,000. Here is around almost $1,000 every month. So then for the rest of my life, it's going to be higher and higher, Raja. Why? It's compounding. Compounding interest without lose any penny. When the market goes down, I have at this one I get 1% minimum, but right now it's 0.75% minimum, and the Nationwide Pacific Life 0 minimum. No matter what, I will never ever lose money. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. So it's very important we understand the early stage of the fee and then the later stage of the fee. So we always say the fees equals benefit. Most of the time we say fees not equal to the benefit. In IUL, the fee always equals to the benefit. The small fee in the early stage equals to the big benefit in the later stage. So you know what, every time when I look at all my policy, Raja, I always feel so excited. You can feel my passion, right? So that's
I can tell.
Yeah.
No, and also the other point is all the interested, you may earning, it's tax free.
Yes.
That's more important.
Yeah, tax free. Thank you for the comments, Mabel. It's tax free. Tax free. Imagine we have a stable growth, compounding without paying tax. So then you will laugh every day, right? You will smile every day. That's what we call peaceful, happy retirement life. If you own the proper insurance and to utilize strategy and for the retirement. It's really how do we strategy is really important. So that is something, right? So so that is my and also for the nowadays, if I use the illustration, so that's the 7.1% illustration. If I use the illustration, use my same age, I started in that's 2008, I was 42 years old. I'm a 57 years old this year, right? So if I use the current illustration tool and to illustrate whatever the money I put, so it's much lower than my right now. That means the illustration 7.1 is much lower. My actual return is 8.36, I believe. That if I remember right, more than 8%. So that I share with everyone, 5.1%, 5.18% for Pacific Life. That's nothing. It's much lower than the actual return. So then even the Transamerica shows 7.1%, still much less than my actual return. So do not really stuck with the return. Oh my God, this return. So that's just the illustration. It's not a reality, right? So how do we really maximize the investment? How do we maximize the investment? It's really important. So I do have some people, they max pay. You see that they use 7 pay every year. So and definitely, so that they take them a few years and reach to the maximum. So that their cash value, it will be much better. You imagine you put the money here a few years, then your money, you have $250,000. That's the cash. So that you can just utilize. You take the control. You are the one to control how much money you put, and get the policy as early as possible. And also nowadays the nationwide and also the Trans-America, they have so many added on features, and also the minimum is also low, right? So I recommend if you can open right now, first year you put a target, from second year you can put a minimum. Then the Trans-America minimum would they lower 30% about the minimum. So it's really good for us to have massive. You guys still remember the 5 massive? And who talk about the massive? I forgot in the New York kickoff. It's Monty Hall?
That is Embony.
Huh?
Embony, Levy Embony.
Oh, yes.
Massive licensing, massive recruiting, massive sale, something like that. There are 4 massive in his stock.
Yes.
Levy Embony.
Yes, so that we can definitely, and we needed to understand how do we use the massive in our action, right? So, and that's what I would just put from 2011 to 2020. So the real S&P 500 4.7. So and with the index and how much we have. So then you can see, right? It's really important, and also major thing. Why I talk about IOL a lot. So that is the champion team 2020, I think it's 2020 or 2020 or 2021. So 2021, I believe. So then that is the and what we did for the Index Universal Life, we have almost 70%. The company wise, more than 86%. So then a champion team, we have like some variable universal life, right? So we have so 5 million, but in here 52, right? So that is a major thing. Understand that the opportunity. What's the opportunity? We talk about the stable growth, the stock, not a stable growth, and a mutual fund, not a stable growth, and also no tax benefit. So that the life insurance asset we have here, so then we will help people to diversify. So why they call asset? That means they have cash value. So we should treat this as asset. We have so much opportunity. The bank, you look at the bank, Roger, you do not want to put the money in the bank. How about the people around you? Majority of them, they do. So that's our responsibility to share with them, right? How do we do that? And then more opportunities for the retirement, so then we can definitely make them to diversify some of the monies into. So that's what, and I really wanted to share for today. And thank you. I'm sorry, I used more than 1 hour without. So I'm done for sharing. Thank you, everyone. Give me the opportunity.